All right, and that's finally a wrap on the 1999 Corvette Hardtop. This is a Revell kit. Have you ever had one of those kits that you just can't get finished? There's just always one little thing that just keeps going wrong. This was the one. You're looking at the body here. This is 3 attempts at painting this body. Not for any good reason other than my own silly mistakes. First time I had it, the red done, I'd glossed it, and then I painted the whole thing red, so all the black was red and everything. And then I wanted to go back and paint the black, and so I taped it off nice and neat, painted it perfect, didn't even bleed. But when I pulled the tape off, it pulled some of the gloss and left marks on it. Took the shininess out. I tried to buff and sand. It wasn't happening, so it just would not come clean. So I turned around and just sanded it back down to primer. It's got a rust colored primer, so just sanded everything back down to primer in most of the places and repainted it, started all over, and then again glossed it. This time I did the black and then saved the gloss for very last, and it looked good. I was done. I was perfect, doing some last minute polishing, then went and cleaned it up. Notice how this has some ribs on it. I noticed that I had burned through this rib. Wasn't paying attention. I was probably a little frustrated, maybe going too fast, getting impatient because I was tired and wanted this thing to be done, because I have other projects I'd like to get started on. And sure enough. So then I was like, okay, I can patch that. So I tried to sand it down to primer. I primed the area, and then when I repainted it, re-glossed the spot, you could see it. You could tell that it was a patch. You know, when you patch something, you can always tell. So I ended up sanding it back down to primer and redoing it a 3rd time. And then this time I made sure to be very careful sanding it, and I wasn't going to burn through anything, and I did it. Now looking at it, I can still see where I could have done a little bit more wet sanding on the red to get a little more smooth. It'd be a little bit more mirror-like, but I'm okay with that. I definitely see some blemishes, but I think we all do as model builders. We look at our thing and somebody else would look at it and say it's beautiful and it looks great. You can see all the mistakes that you made that are just minor, that are jumping out huge to you. But this was a kit that was supposed to be just a fun little weekend build. It's a very simple kit. It's got the motor and engine. It's pretty detailed, but it's really just all molded in 1 or 2 pieces. So there was really not much assembly in the engine. And that sticks. The interior, same thing. It's one giant bathtub, and you glued on a couple pieces, spray it black, done. So this should have been a nice little weekend project, but you know, start it Friday night, by Sunday you're waiting for the gloss to dry and call it quits. But it just didn't work that way. So those of you that build models, you ever had one of those kits that you just could not get off your bench and call it done because it's just one little something, one more thing, it's just one more thing due to death? Tell me about it in the comments. I'd like to hear that and share with everybody. Anyway, thanks for hanging around to the end of the video, or skipping to the conclusion. That's fine too. I'm just happy you're watching. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe. All of those things help the channel. And I want to thank you for stopping by the garage. Until next time, take care.